We are talking with UNE head coach Anthony Ewing as the Nor'easters prepare for their opening round matchup at the NCAA Championship when they'll face Bridgewater State this Friday. Coach, I know you've been spending a lot of time the last few days watching film of Bridgewater. What can you tell us about the Bears?
Bridgewater State, very athletic team. You know, they play basically four guards most of the time. They push the ball hard in transition. They're good off the dribble. They have excellent three-point shooters. They apply pressure all over the court. They really try to push the tempo to their liking. They prefer an up-tempo game. So it'll be a very interesting game. You know, we play an up-tempo ourselves, but we're a little bit bigger. So it'll be an interesting dichotomy there to see who can get what they need to get done.
Talk a little bit about their personnel specifically. Are they a veteran team? Who are some of the players that you'll need to key on?
Yeah, they are a veteran team. They start all seniors and juniors. I believe it's 2 seniors, 3 juniors. And they've been to the NCAA tournament a ton actually. So you know, they won't be nervous or fish out of water. I think those kids are experienced enough. One kid is a transfer from a Division II institution this year. She's new. She's putting up good numbers. The Williamson kid is an excellent three-point shooter. Homick also an excellent three-point shooter. Both those kids are over 35% from three, and they take a ton. But those kids aren't strictly three-point shooters either. They can get to the rack, so you can't just run at those kids and expect that they're going to panic. They put it to the floor and get to the rim. So they present challenges for us defensively. Basically, you round up for the 5th starter, and they got 5 starters who average double digits. So there isn't that one kid you've got to help off and make sure you're in help, and you got to guard all 5 of those kids because any kid can go off. They've had a number of those kids on that team go off for big numbers on different occasions. So again, you got to do your business on each of those kids defensively, and you have to be focused the whole time because they can just get on a roll pretty quickly.
This will be the 3rd appearance in 4 years for your program. This year's team is quite different than the previous 2 teams that have made an appearance at the NCAA Championship. This is a very young team. Lately, you've been starting a senior, a sophomore, and 3 first years. Can you talk about the dynamic of a young team heading into an NCAA Championship?
Yeah, it's the youngest team I've ever taken to an NCAA tournament, and it should be very interesting. You know, they're very excited. I've been before. This is my 5th time as a coach going, and you try to impart some knowledge. What I can help those kids with is, the nuts and bolts of the tournament. So nothing's a surprise. I will explain everything ahead of time, from your practice times, your shoot-around times, just the NCAA policies. The timeout situation's different with the media timeouts. So look, there won't be any surprises for the kids, but you can't say, hey, don't be nervous because we've been here before. You just got to kind of hope that they keep it together, and I really don't have too many qualms about that. I think they will. But it's almost one of those situations where they're too young to be nervous or scared. They're kind of just going in and going to let it fly is what I hope happens. And what I've seen in practice and how they handled the conference tournament leads me to believe that they'll be okay in that situation.
On Friday evening, when you're giving your pregame speech to your team, without giving away all of your secrets right now, what are some of the keys to success that your team's going to need to focus on?
Oh, we're going to have to definitely handle pressure. I would presume that Bridgewater will come out with some full court pressure. Again, trying to force pace, trying to make it an up and down game. So handling pressure is going to be key. Handling dribble penetration is going to be key. We are a little bit bigger. We'll have some post kids guarding legitimate guard kids at times, and so we'll have to really be in good help, get our drops off that help. That'll be key, and getting to shooters. You have to really defend the three-point line against this team because they have, at any given time, at least 3 kids normally in that can shoot the 3 effectively. So you have to defend the three-point line.
Great. UNE will be taking a 24-4 record into Friday evening's game with a 19-game winning streak. Coach, you've had an outstanding season to date, and we hope that it continues this Friday at Amherst versus Bridgewater State.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.